Hello everyone, and welcome over to race number 6 of the NASCAR 2003 PMU Cup Series here at Watkins Glen. And yes, this will be our first non-oval racetrack of the season as we start off with a new challenge at Watkins Glen. So far the season's going quite well, even though I don't know the point standings as of at this time. But hey, let's just get on with it here at Watkins Glen as we will try and rack up at least a couple of races, maybe more, before we head on to Christmas, which is only like 4 days away at the time of recording. 3 days away actually, at the time of recording and at the time of where I am. So it is 11:30 a.m. in the morning where I am, so in case anyone gets confused. So let's move on with the qualifying session as we will see who will qualify on pole for today's race. And it's going to be Drew Walker who will qualify on the pole. Eddie Flores Jr. will start second. Ray and I third. David Scott fourth. Henry J. Brown fifth. Wright Jr. sixth. Leland Hill seventh. Casey Benz 8th, Solomon Sheridan 9th, and Aditya Bagas 10th. And the rest, you know where you are going to be starting. Alright. Right, let's make a move on from there.
On. Drivers, start your engines.
And all cars are getting ready to go as we'll see the pace car starting to make a move. And there you go, Drew Walker on the pole once again. And we'll try and skip a bit more because it's going to take a long time for them to get to the start of... Yeah, I did start the lap, sorry. And here we go. Here at Watkins Glen, we're moving finally as Drew Walker already. Flores Jr.'s got the better line on the outside lane, but who's going to take the lead still? At the end of the first corner, Drew Walker stays up front at the moment, but Eddie Flores Jr. is still battling on the 47, but somehow Eddie Flores Jr. was just too good on the outside. And now under threat of losing second place to Wright Jr. Wright Jr. will try and take second place off of the 24 car. And A&R finally gets a front. Eddie Flores Jr. down to third place, but Drew Walker is now in the lead. Drew Walker on course for his first win of the season if he can continue to pull it off. There is David Scott and there is Henry J. Brown. The two, I think they're both SLR teammates. I will have to double check later on. But here is Drew Walker. Drew Walker up into the lead. And somehow the back... Oh my goodness, we got already got a serious collision already. Olivia Reynolds got damage. So it looks like a potential caution, I think. There is a caution at the end of the first lap. So we'll take a look at what has happened from there. So it seems as though that there's already a collision. It must have been a really hard one. Oh, already. Just before the start of the lap. I don't know if we can call it to restart something like that, because that does not look like it's supposed to be allowed. It happens before the start, before they're about to cross the line. Did they cross the line? I think it happened before it crossed the line. So we're gonna have to call it a restart, I think. Yeah, we'll call it a restart because it happened just before they're about to cross the line. So I think it's fairer that everyone gets a fair start. So we will restart the race. So we are back in a minute. Okay, we are back, and yeah, apologize for what just happened again. We will start the race. So here we go again. Okay, we go again. Let's hopefully there's not going to be any more issue. And already I think Bradley Ream is struggling to try and get himself into position. But anyway, we've gone green again. take a look at the back to see what they're doing. So far, they're all doing good. Anyway, so Drew Walker back into the lead. Eddie Flores Jr. this time was able to maintain his second place. He hasn't lost that position this time. So, and now this time he's chasing the 47 car. And yes, I can confirm now that David Scott is teammates with Henry J. Brown. Both cars are driving for SLR. So, in fact, 3 SLR cars are now together in the top 10, quite unusually. If we go back just to double check and make sure they're all okay, we don't want to see any more mayhem. Well, hopefully not. At least for the first lap. All 3 wide at Watkins Glen. That is dangerous to see at a road course. Jonah Burridge, Enes Kakia in the 31 car in the Cat car, and Wright Jr. all holding. They're still in the free. They're still 3 wide. That is not looking good. That is look like it's gonna put them on the thread. Jonah Burridge getting close onto the 31 car. That is a very close one. That is a very close one. That's not the one we want to see. So as the Drew Walker continues the lead, Eddie Flores Jr. is still right behind the 47 car, and overtaking can be difficult at this track, especially if you're at the back when you're all scattered around, when you're all surrounded by other cars. Not only that is difficult, but also get through a bit dangerous as well to pass. Jonah Burridge went a bit wide off the track a little bit as he tries to sorry, as he tried to try and make up for the space from the other cars who are literally surrounding him somehow. So as we head back to the front, as Drew Walker is still leading at the moment. I would see that chances of a caution is likely to be inevitable if these cars continue to go really wide and going 3 wide, 4 wide at this particular track. But anyway, we are still keeping our eyes on Drew Walker as he continues to lead at Watkins Glen. And so far, not much change at Watkins Glen in terms of position. And looks like Alrighty Allerger is trying to make a pass on Henry J. Brown. Oh, not quite. Henry J. Brown was able to save that position. Oh, and that is Kendrick Meeks in that 10 car. Sorry, Casey Benz. Sorry, Casey Benz. Casey Benz driving that new scheme for the first time. So this is the first time we're seeing Casey Benz in his proper number in the 10 car, having used his temporary number, the 79 car. Even though it's just for shows, not officially. So the 10 car is back for the first time this season. This was driven by Kendrick Meeks last season. As Alrighty Allerger is trying to overtake Henry J. Brown, but still to no avail. As we continue to go up front, Drew Walker is still leading at Watkins Glen. And here comes Alrighty Allerger. Is he going to try and overtake the 51 car? He does get up front, but is the 51 going to try and still respond or something? No, he does not. Alrighty Allerger will take 5th place off of Henry J. Brown. And Aditya Bagas is trying to overtake the 10 car. in that Racing Sun Enterprises car. And that looks like Rally Hill is also getting surrounded as well. There is Slim Sheridan over there and Jackie Daytona as well. Not David Dixon. Leland Hill Jr. is also on some sort of battle as well. And Eddie Flores Jr. is closing in on the 47. There's a good sign that Eddie Flores Jr. could be up for a pass on the 47 for the first time in this race. Will it be another rookie winner this season? Or will Drew Walker get his first taste of victory lane this season? And looks as though Leland Hill Jr. is trying to overtake the 11 car, or is he gonna get overtaken by 11 car? He's overtaking the 11 car, and he does get up front. Jackie Daytona trying to do the same thing. There's Jack Halleck over there, remembering the rivalry he had with the 48 car of Don Hayden, and he's right over there. Remember that incident that they had back at Atlanta, I think? Atlanta. I think it's Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta pretty much. What happened to them? They collided with each other. And looks as though the 4 cars are now together. They're now getting away from the rest of the field. They're trying to get away. As we see with the 2 Chevys, 2 Fords now trying to get away. In fact, they're probably going to try and do something with the 47 car. As the 47 car continues to lead straight from the start so far. So far it's getting quiet, as we are now at lap 10, so we've got 14 laps to go. We don't know when we're going to see pit stops. That's a big question mark. And the 23 car is in the pits. Looks like she's got some problems. We'll have to figure out what's going on. So she came to the pit stop really early, but somehow there's problems on the pit box where the 23 is. So problems with the 23 car. Oh, we see a potential position change. Rain and Army versus the 24 car. Ray and Army versus Eddie Flores Jr. Will a Ray and Army take the second place away from the 24 car of Eddie Flores Jr.? They're still going side by side. Ray and Army's got a bit of draft from David Scott, but 24 car is able to maintain second place from Ray and Army. Here comes David Scott. David Scott giving Ray and Army a bit of a harder time now to race. And Turley gets past Jimmy Irving for 41st place. Let's take a look at a few onboard cameras. This time already Alajo, he appears to be closing in to the front runner group right now. As Drew Walker appears to be getting away from the field, from the group actually. Oh, now these three are battling together for second place now, as Drew Walker is now trying to get away from the rest of the group. 24 car, oh, he's getting a bit under threat. He appears to be under attack from the two SLR cars. Here comes Ray Anami. What will Anami do on the 24 car ready Flores Jr.? Eight laps to go. Bit of side damage from Jimmy Irving. Don't know where he got that from, we'll find out. Oh, he's sustained it somewhat during this lap. Oh, I think he had a bump or something. Whoa, Irvin. Irvin hit the wall. He went so wide. So Irvin went so wide, he hit the wall. That's what sustained side damage. Sorry, Jimmy Irvin just barely missed. Yeah, somehow he went so wide and he hit the wall. Luckily, he's not the driver's side. Let's take a look at it again. Wait, did he? I think. Oh no! I think Zach Campbell went into the back of Zach Campbell, sending him onto the wall. We gotta take a look closer at Zach Campbell. Zach Campbell somehow did a bit of a dirty move on Irvin. Let's take a look at it again. Yep, I think Irvin went into the front of Jimmy Irvin, causing him to lose control, hitting the wall. We'll go on board as well. Show even more proof what Zach Campbell has done. Zach Campbell somehow wasn't paying much attention on it, or I think Zach Campbell somehow just... I think he slowed his car a bit too much, and then not noticing that Jimmy Irvin was right behind him. That will send him to lose control. And yeah, they collided with each other as a result. So now we are back with 5 laps to go. As technically, Flandre Wilson is retired, even though she hasn't disappeared from the pit box yet. And looks like Eddie Flores Jr. is closing in on the 47 car. Will it be a late lap change coming up? Yeah, coming up to the end of this race. Eddie Flores Jr. is closing in, but will 47 do whatever he can to hold on to the lead at least? It looks as though his tires might start to lose ground, I think. And pit stops are coming in so late in this race as Drew Walker comes into the pits. Eddie Flores Jr. will continue to lead after it. Yeah. So with only a few laps to go, will they then be able to come in for their pit stops? And we will see who will lead the race from there. This is going to get pretty interesting, especially having pit stops so late in the race. 3 laps to go. We will see what will happen next. Eddie Flores Jr. will take over the lead for now. If only he can keep going from there. It could be that they're lucky on fuel. They're able to save as much fuel as they can before the pit stops, which would sound quite unbelievable. Well, certainly we're not going to have the same controversy as back at South Africa in around season 5, I think. Season 5, season 6, I think. Yeah, they did start. They're now starting to coming as well. So yeah, this is certainly not going to be the same controversy that we had back at South Africa a few seasons ago, where basically cars that have not pitted had been disqualified for not following mandatory pit stop rules. So now the drivers are now in their pit stop. We will see who is gonna take the lead. Here comes Drew Walker. And it's certainly going to get pretty interesting now as the 24 car is now coming out. Here comes Drew Walker. Who's going to come out first? It's going to get close and close and close. Oh, Eddie Flores Jr. He comes up front, but will Drew Walker do anything to pass the 24 car? Eddie Flores Jr. has just overtaken Drew Walker thanks to the round of pit stops. We've only got 2 laps to go. Drew Walker's only got 2 laps to try and make up for the amount of time that he lost thanks to the pit stops. Or at least he wants to make up for not being able to maintain that lead at after the round of pit stops. So now Eddie Flores Jr. into the lead. And it thoroughly shook up the field pretty well. Now we've got 1 lap to go. We are seeing the white flag right here. Overtaking is pretty tricky here at Watkins Glen. So this is only going to be one last chance of a battle of who is going to end up in front at the end of this lap. Drew Walker is still there, but the 24 car is still holding on to it right there. And here comes Eddie Flores Jr. Thanks to pit stops, this has certainly changed in how the leaders should be. So the 24 car, this is the first time we've seen a 24 car in victory lane. Well, probably. And what was a dramatic end to the race with very late pit stops, and it simply shake up the whole field, I guess. So, well, unbelievable. Not much. There's not been really a caution in this race, even though that we had a restart as a result of the caution. So anyway, Flores Jr. wins. Drew Walker 2nd place. Ray Army 3rd. David Scott 4th. Wright Jr. 5th. Riley Hill 5th. RDT Bagger 7th. Leland Hill 8th. Jack Halleck 9th. And Jackie Daytona 10th. And the rest. Well, before I go any further, we'll take a look at the fastest lap time. And it will go to Vander Howell 66th. 1 minute 12. 1:16. Okay, let's take a look further down the order. Okay. So, thank you everyone for watching this race. We shall now move on to Dover. So, once again, thank you everyone, and I shall see you all there at Dover. Take care everyone, and I shall see you all there back on the track very, 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 very soon.